So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube, Dad here from Self4 Games, and as promised I am now bringing you a full powered Mechanized Madness structure deck build using cards outside of the structure deck. Yesterday I did show you the budget version using only 3 of these. Do not forget I also showed you the opening video of this where you could win your own copy of this while we are under lockdown. So go check that out on the channel as well. With that said and done, massive shout out to Rob, who helped not only build the budget version yesterday, but also helped build this version here as well. So this is using the train engine. This gives it a nice OTK potential, as well as the ability to use and abuse the Mechanized Madness monsters in such a way that it can help you XYZ or of course link climb as well. Now there are other machine decks out there that you can use and abuse and mix with this, like gadgets as well. This is a personal version that me and Rob have worked to that kind of trains is more of our type of deck that we use. So we kind of use trains as a minor engine to give this a nice little boost. So please smash that like button, hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on anything, and sit back, relax and enjoy this Mechanized Madness with trains full powered profile. So, quite like the Mechanized Madness, we do play Triple Citadel. Now, the reason we play Triple Citadel still is it is a level 10 boss monster that can be used to help out trains, as well as being a boss monster Regeki for itself. So it does give the deck a nice defensive and offensive option. Plus, if a face-up Earth Machine monster or monsters you control while this is in the graveyard, you special summon it. So it synergizes well with the rest of the train deck. We then still play Triple Raider. Again, this is a nice level 8 that can get itself onto the board as well to help you go into level 8. Or, of course, it can be used to be duplicated should you use Sky Pegasus as well. Not using up your normal summon, which is obviously great. Mechanite Radiator. So if you were to be able to put both of these on board, you've got an instant rank 8 for a bit of defensive protection. Not to mention their own effects allow you to get other Mechana monsters out of your deck that you might require to either XYZ or link climb higher. Triple Mechana Fortress alongside double Mechana Megaform. Now obviously both of these work hand in hand in a bit of synergy, but not to mention that as well, they are decent boss monsters that have their own float capabilities as well as protection capabilities as well. So they're very, very integral to the deck. Then for the normal summons, you do play double Gear Frame and double Possessed Storage. Really like the storage. I might actually consider bumping storage up to 3 purely because it does help get your bigger boss monsters back from the graveyard. You just have to have the ability to send them to the graveyard, which is where Scrap Recycler comes in. So Scrap Recycler you actually get in the structure deck, which is nice, and when it's normal summoned you can send 1 machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn you shuffle 2 level 4 earth monsters from your graveyard into the deck, draw 1. You can actually use that in this deck, believe it or not, because you've got your gears, you've got your you've got your gear frame, you've got your possessed storage, and you also have the Sky Pegasus as well. So you've got a bit of recyclability there with additional draw power. Not to mention that you send, spin back what you don't need, then go into Scrap Wyvern, which is where we're going, because you do play the 1 Scrap Golem, which sadly you don't get in the structure deck, but you do get in OTS 13, I believe is the next one coming out, so you can keep your eyes out on that as well. Then for the train engine, we play double Express Bullet. This is where it gets a bit expensive, is the train engine itself. So double Bullet and double Pegasus. Now Pegasus is just there for late games. It can revive the Citadel. Citadel is a level 10. So you do have another target that you can bring back with Pegasus. Now it does negate its effects permanently, so you can't use this quick effect during your opponent's turn. But what you can do is you can bring it back, use Pegasus to copy that, make it level 10, and you've got an instant rank 10 play on your hands. Now this can be done with everything, but it does give you more targets in the graveyard in order to do so. Bullet is just a free extender. So if you control an Earth monster, or all monsters you control are Earth, you special summon this card from the hand. All of your deck is Earth monsters, so this is going to be easy to get the extension and the additional summon off of. Then the money card, I'm afraid, and that is Triple Urgent Schedule. This is due a reprint. Hopefully it gets a reprint in like the new Battles of Legend that we hopefully get, depending on how this situation goes. So if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon 1 level 4 or lower and 1 level 5 or higher Earth Machine monster from your deck in defense position, but negate their effects. You cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this card except with machine monsters. If this set card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 10 machine monster from your deck to your hand. So the idea is you could bring out your Citadel. you could bring out any of your gear frames. You do have a lot to play around with, and you can then allow you to extend, put some into the graveyard, link climb higher, and then you've got your graveyard set up for your Citadel plays, which is going to come back, regeki your opponent's board, and then your Lebel is going to go into game. Triple Pull got called by the grave. Everyone should have this by now, so you should be able to pick this up. Common, Ultra, Supers, and Secrets as well. So anyone you want, you just want to make sure that your Scrap Golems, your Scrap Wyvern and all your other cards are successful when they're trying to activate their effects. So you need to get rid of your Ashes, you need to get rid of your Ghost Ogres as well. Triple Mechana Redeployment, so this is obviously a nice little card. It does allow you to consistently search out your Mechana cards, so it allows you to get the cards you need, whether it be your normal summon, whether it be your special summon, whether it be something you need to then discard to get it into the graveyard to then later on play. Double Mechana Defense Parameter, and then triple Mechana Overdrive. This just allows you to get your boss monster out from the deck. So just imagine, let's say you've not opened up the best. You normally summon one of your level 4 monsters, but you do have this. You activate this, you then get to bring out your Citadel. If you've got Bullet in hand, Bullet can then special summon. You've got an instant rank 10 Lebel, crashing straight in for game. So it does give you more consistency, it does give you another edge on the deck, and it does give you a bit of a go first option as well. So the idea is the trains are going to be there to help you go second with your OTK plays, and the Mechanas are there to control the board a little bit better, float around, make sure you don't get OTK'd. Moving into the extra deck, we play 3 rank 10s, or well, technically this is a rank 11, but you make it with rank 10s anyway. So you've got Yugioh Max, amazing time winner, your Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. This is a nice defender your opponent is really going to struggle to get past, and then you've got your Lebel, which is just going to swing in for game. We then play some rank 8, so you've got your Dingrisu, you've got your Hope Harbinger. So these just give you a different approach with the deck. So obviously you've got a lot of your mechas are level 8, so your Fortress, your Radiator, and your Air Riders, which are all special summons. So being able to go into Ding, which can protect, it is a machine as well. Going into your Hope Harbinger as a nice negation, you do have a bit of versatility with what you want to put out. Which is also why we do have the Super Quantum Mech Beast Lusterex and the Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac. Again, level 7s. Now, to be able to get into this, you do have to be a little bit more specific, because the only way you're going to be able to get into that is with your Fortress, and I think it's just your Fortress. Yeah, just your Fortress. So you need to get 2 Fortresses on board to then overlay into these, but the idea is you'd go into this to extend, so you go into your Dracosac to extend, or you go into your Lusterex to kind of so you detach 1 material from this card, target 1 effect monster on the field, and negate that face-off effect. To the end of this turn, this is a quick effect if you have Super Quantum White Layer, which you're not going to have. The idea is this is just a nice little negation, should you need it to be, and then you've got your Dracosac to help you get the tokens and extend to link climb higher. Now again, this is down to personal preference. You can change up these rank 7s for more rank 8s because they're a little bit less consistent than the rank 10s and the rank 8s. Then onto the link monsters, of course you've got Borosword to swing in for your game. You've then got your Ningirisu. This is just for the non-target send. So you don't have to play it, it's just another option as a link free kind of space to go alongside your Nightmare Unicorn. Now, as this was built by Rob, he doesn't have access to all the cards. You do have the ability, should you have them, to put in stuff like Appaloosa. You can put in your IP Masquerena. Other cards like that that let you protect your board, extend your board, or give you first turn play. So keep that in mind. We then play a healthy line of Link 2s. So you've got your Platinum Gadget, 2 Machine Monsters. Can't be used as Link material, but the turn is Link's on. But during your main phase, you can special on 1 level 4 alive Machine Monster from your hand. So it does give you extensions to go further forward that way as well. Union Carrier, attach 1 of your Citadels from your deck to 1 of your Machine Monsters. Get rid of that Machine Monster, your Citadel goes to the graveyard, you're set up for a turn play off of that. Greedful Genius, you play this, and then if you get 2 Machine Monsters, you get additional extensions, but the fact that this card is unaffected by spells and traps and activated effects of other Link Monsters just gives you a nice Link 2 with a bit of decent protection. You've then got your Anger Knuckle and your Scrap Wyvern. Obviously your Scrap Wyvern is a very, very powerful combo that ends you getting into a Borosword nice and easy. So as long as you've got 1 monster plus your Recycler, you go Recycler and that into Scrap Wyvern. Scrap Wyvern sends 1, brings back the Recycler, pops the Recycler, brings out Golem. Golem can then bring back the Scrap Wyvern. Recycler, sorry, so you've then got an instant link 4, so that takes you into your Borosword. And then Anger Knuckle is just very, very good for your trains and of course alongside with any of your Machine Monsters. Now the Mechanized Madness didn't come with an extra deck, so you do have to build this from scratch. And this has been made, or this extra deck has been made on a relative budget. I mean, your Libel is probably the only one because it's only had one print. That's high expense. Union Carrier was about 10 to 15 quid last time I checked. Boral Swords you should be able to pick up nice and easy. And then the Nightmare Unicorns have dropped down to like 5s as well. So your Gadget might be a little bit harder in your Double Knuckle, but if you've got Trains or any kind of other Earth Machine decks, you should already have those to hand. And that is it. Straightforward, simple, to the point. So to upgrade this, you can add either a train engine in, you can add like a Cyber Dragon engine in if you want, but it's not Earth, so that's where the clash comes into it. You could swap out, I think the biggest issue you're going to have is the Urgent Schedule. You can swap that out for some more of your normal trains, or you can swap it out for like Urgent Schedule as well. Not Urgent Schedule, sorry. Switchyard, just to give you a bit more of an extension. You don't have to play it. It does give you another kind of like angle to go with it. You can put Infinitrax into the deck as well because they are Earth machines, but then you've got to be careful with the balance between Infinitrax, Mechanized, and of course your trains. So getting the balance right can be difficult, but this deck can certainly do it with the amount of boss monsters it has. You just have to be very, very careful you don't overload them because then you will brick heavy. So that is it for the profile. I hope you liked it. I hope it's given you a structure for a full powered version. You don't have to use this exact build. What I advise you do is use it as a structure, adapt it, change it to something that you're going to be more comfortable with. But the Mechanized deck is really, really cool. I really, really like it. It's giving you a different angle, and the Citadel is such a good boss monster to have in any kind of main Earth machine deck as well. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out our giveaway so you can win yourself your very own copy of the Mechanized Madness structure deck while we are under lockdown. Even if you aren't one of the lucky winners, don't forget to check out Tier 0 Games or any other online relator that is available to ship out Mechanized Madness to you guys as well. For now, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, happy dueling.